Hello KG2. Now we are going to study Connect Plus Unit 6 Baking Bread. Baking bread. Now we are going to study baking bread. How to make bread. Who makes bread? Let's guess. What's my job? I make bread. I have a rolling pin. Who am I? What's my job? Let's guess. Oh, I'm a baker. Then, baker makes bread. Have a rolling pin. I'm a baker. Now, to make bread, what do you need to make bread? What does the baker use to make bread? Let's guess. What can you see? Salt. This white powder is salt. Then the baker uses salt to make bread. The number one, salt. Salt. What can you see now? Yeast. Then the baker uses yeast to make or bake bread. So, number one, salt. Number two, yeast. What's next? Flour. And the baker uses salt, yeast, flour to make bread. What can you see? Water. And the baker uses salt, yeast, flour, water to bake bread. So, what does the baker need to make bread? Number one, salt. Number two, yeast. Number three, flour. Number four, water. Excellent. Now, how do you bake bread? How do you bake bread? How do you make bread? Number one, to bake bread, you must mix all ingredients. You mix salt, yeast, flour, and water all together. Now, what can you see? What does this lady do? She needs the dough. The number one, to bake bread, you mix all ingredients together. The number two, you need the dough. Means you use your fingers to mix all together and make a dough. Now, what's number three to make bread? Number three is shape. Then, to shape the bread means to make it long or round, any shape you like. Then, once again, number one, mix all the ingredients. Number two, knead. Number three, shape. What's step number four? Step number four is to bake the dough. Bake the dough. Then once again, number one, mix all ingredients. Number two, knead. Number three, shape. And number four, bake. Bake is to get the dough and put it inside the oven. Bake. B-A-K. Bake. So, finally, after you get out the dough from the oven, you get a lovely bread. We all like bread, right? Do you like bread? When do you eat bread? I eat bread in breakfast and also in dinner. Yummy, yummy. The number 5, the final step. Wow, the bread. Yummy, yummy. Can you see the bread? Then, to make bread, number 1, you mix all the ingredients. Number 2, knead the dough. Then number 3, shape. Then number 4, bake. Then finally number 5, the bread, and you eat a very lovely bread. Now, the life cycle of bread from Discover book. Number 1, collect wheat. Number 2, turn wheat to flour. Number 3, knead the dough. Number 4, bake the bread. So, finally, do you like bread? Yeah, bread is yummy, yummy. Bread is healthy.